It's been raining for the last, actually, I don't know how long, probably 3 weeks, every day straight. Hello and welcome from the very rainy UK. Today we're doing something different, something that I'm hoping is going to be lots of fun because I will be doing a tag titled "The Answer Can't Be Books." I was tagged by a wonderful booktuber who, it would appear, has closed down her channel. I have no idea what happened, but when I just went to look for her original video, it doesn't seem to be in existence. I hope she's okay. Anyway, this book tag is designed to share some personal information that allows us to get to know each other a little bit. And there are just 5 questions, so it's going to be nice and quick, but hopefully it will give you some insight into what my life looks like beyond the books. So the first question is, what's something you own way too much of other than books? This was easy because even though I am most of the time a minimalist and I try to keep my things to minimum and neat and tidy, I do own probably way too many pens. Not only that, I keep them in a special box that is titled Paulina's pens because my family tend to steal my pens and I am very particular about my pens. There are 2 types of pens that I use most of the time. They're from the same brand, I'll show you. So they are both Energels from Pentel, and one is 0.7 millimeters and the other one is 0.5. So this one is a little bit thinner, this one is thicker, and I buy them in bulk because my biggest fear is that I will suddenly run out of them. At the same time, I have to hide them from my family. So they live in this box hidden in my stationery cupboard that sits behind my desk. And I have different colors as well. They come in wonderful rainbow of colors. So for example, look at this gorgeous. This is very dark pink or light purple. I also have this lighter pink. There is, oh, here a beautiful green and also brown. They never fail me, especially the 0.7 millimeters ones, very, very reliable. The thinner ones, I had a bad batch once where they would sometimes, excuse me, just stop writing. And like I said, I think it was a bad batch. Let me know if it happened to you, but the 0.7 ones are just absolutely fantastic. And I can't help myself from keeping a big stash of them. The next question is, what is something you do other than reading? I would love to say here that I have some kind of an amazing hobby, but beyond reading, beyond walking the dog and, maintaining house, having 2 teenagers, having a husband, having a full-time job, there isn't much time left to do anything else. The one thing that I can say that I have been doing consistently, and actually I have learned to really enjoy it, is exercise, and specifically strength training. Exercise has always been a big part of my life, but in the last few years I especially started to love strength training, and I love that feeling of my muscles feeling strong. It just makes me feel, I want to say, powerful. And it is addictive, trust me. I highly, highly recommend it. And I guess my priorities have changed over the years. I don't care anymore about being slim necessarily. What I care about is that feeling of strength in my body. And I am sorry if that answer sounds really boring, but that is the answer that is true in my case. What's something special or important to you on your nightstand other than your books? Referring to my answer earlier about being quite minimalistic about the items that I surround myself with in my life. I actually don't keep many things on my bedside table. I don't like it when it's cluttered, so I just have my lamp. I usually have my Kobo and my reading lamp for my paper books. And then I have two other things. One is my trusted alarm clock. This alarm clock, which only comes from Amazon, it is very reasonably priced as well. It is the best alarm clock, you guys. It is so quiet when it comes to ringing the alarm. Maybe I can demonstrate it. 1 second. How gentle is that? And also when you won't be able to see it now, but when you click on the button, it does light up. So in the middle of the night, you can see what time it is. It's just perfect and I love it. I'm gonna be honest, I am not always very good with not keeping my mobile phone on my bedside table. I tend to go through different phases, and luckily at the moment I'm in the phase when I am using my alarm clock and I keep my phone downstairs and I love it. Something will probably happen at some point when I will need my mobile phone to just make sure I definitely get up for something super important, and I will need two alarm clocks, and that tends to then get me into bad habit of keeping my mobile phone in my bedroom, which I am not a big fan of, and I try to stick just to my alarm, which, like I said, has been very reliable. So I'm not sure if it's a special thing, but to me it's special because it's been playing a key role in my sort of a no devices at nighttime rule. And then I have become addicted over the last few years to always having some kind of a pillow spray next to my bed for a very long time. This has been my favorite. It is deep sleep pillow spray from This Works. The bottle is massive and it lasts forever because you oh, amazing. Because you only need a little bit of it. But for Christmas, my daughter treated me to this little glass bottle, which feels so nice in your hands. And this one is from the White Company, and it is titled Sleep Relax Lavender and Chamomile Mist. And this one is absolutely gorgeous too. I'm almost finished with this one, so then I'll be switching to this one from the White Company, and I can't wait. I highly recommend. This is a bit of a very affordable luxury at the end of the day that just gives you this lovely sensation and a lovely scent that you smell just before going to sleep. Next question is, what's something other than books you buy at a bookstore? So this question is around something that basically I can't help myself from buying when I'm in the bookstore. And of course, a lot of the time this would be notebooks, but the word notebooks includes word books in it. And since the answer can't be books, I am going to say that that would be greeting cards. I absolutely love buying greeting cards, whether that's birthday cards or even better, cards that are not for a specific occasion. They usually would have some kind of art on the cover that I can use for any occasion to write a note to anyone about anything, whether it's a thank you note or congratulations. And I also love buying loads of different cards in one box so that I have them whenever I need one. I don't know why, but it just brings me so much joy to buy greeting cards for occasions that I don't even know yet exist. Question 5 is, what's a fun gift that you've been given other than books or gift cards meant for books? Here, I have to say that probably the most fun and the most unexpected gift that I was given to me years and years back, probably something like 17 years ago, because it's older than my oldest child. And that is a waffle machine, which was given to me by my husband. I don't think we were married then yet, but he knew I absolutely loved waffles. I also feel very nostalgic about waffles because whenever I eat waffles, I think about my grandmother. My grandmother used to make waffles for me and my brothers when we went to see her. Usually, for summer holidays, we would stay with her for a bit longer and the waffle machine would come out. Waffle machine in those days when I was a child in the communist Poland was a very, very rare piece of machinery and it was a real treat. And since then, I've always loved waffles. It never occurred to me to own a waffle machine because I'm pretty sure at that point when my husband bought me that waffle machine, I had no idea how to cook. I do know now, but I was a very late starter when it came to cooking. However, the best thing is we still have this machine today. It is massive. It makes 4 big waffles. And the beautiful thing is my children are using it to make waffles. Very much a fun and very much appreciated gift. And I hope it will last us another 17 years. Oops, I think I said this tag had 5 questions. It's not true, it's got 6 questions, so we've got one more. What's a YouTube channel you watch that's not related to books? I think my mostly watched channel is by Caroline Girvan, who is this Irish fitness instructor, because I watch her strength classes on repeat. This is what I exercise to. I also watch loads of anything to do stationery videos, and they quite random because I actually don't watch that much YouTube. I definitely watch less YouTube now that I am creating content. I don't know if there are any of you out there, booktubers, where you've had the same experience. The more content you create, the less content you consume, probably just because of time restraints. But if I do watch something, then it will be either stationary or sometimes if I want to treat myself to just pure entertainment, I will watch Andrea Ali's makeup channel. She is this Romanian makeup artist but living in France, and she has these beautifully polished videos. She's very eloquent and I watch it for pure entertainment because the products she's talking about, they completely out of my price range, but for some reason her videos have a very calming effect on me, and also they're very, very aesthetic. So yes, if I want to relax on a Sunday morning, because she posts her videos every Sunday, then I will just watch her video. Now, my notes tell me that I am supposed to tag at least 5 people, which I will do below in the description box, but the 2 channels that I specifically wanted to mention are Spinster's Library. I'm not sure if you're familiar with this channel. I don't think I've ever mentioned it, but even though her and my book tastes differ when it comes to classics, maybe not so much, but there are a couple of main classics that we have different takes on. She just completely cracks me up. She is so funny. I love her style. I love the effort she puts into her videos because the editing is quite something else. Please do check her out. Very unusual when it comes to BookTube, and I would love to find out a little bit about her and her personal life and the objects she surrounds herself with, because she strikes me as quite an interesting personality. I also wanted to specifically mention Victoria and her channel, The Book Empire. This is a very, very young booktuber living in Canada, originally from Ukraine, I believe. For some reason, I haven't seen her releasing any video in the last 5 months, so I just wanted to give her a bit of a spotlight here in this video. Please check her out and please give her warm words of encouragement, because I absolutely love her personality, and I would absolutely see her channel grow if she can continue with her videos. Again, I hope she's okay. And just in case she stopped making videos because she simply became discouraged, please join me in sending her warmest wishes. And yes, I hope she will do this tag. Okay, I think that's it for today. And yes, by the way, in case you're wondering, I did get a haircut and my hair is much shorter and also much more manageable at the moment. Oh, and stay tuned for next week's video, which will be about the books that absolutely everyone should read according to you. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you next Friday.